workout. It's very gentle, so take it easy. This is what this is for. Normally with a leg workout, you'd want to wear shoes, but again, because we're taking it easy and he doesn't have his staff, it's fine. You make it work for you. Let's start to jog it out. What's important to remember is if you've had injuries, surgeries, anything like that, please check with your doctor before you start working out, because the last thing you want to do is set yourself back. The other thing is, even though we are working our core, it's important that you use exceptionally good form. Your core is the center of your power, so you keep it tight at all times. At all times. I'm going to just turn this lamp on because I feel like it's blowing out the... Yeah, that's better. Made it kind of dark for YouTube.
You want to do this thing?
Sure. So I hope you guys had a good holiday. You're ready for New Year's Eve. We're probably not going to whoop it up tonight, right?
No.
We're probably not going to whoop it up tonight. I'm really, really trying to get over this sinus thing. I mean, I was on the couch all day yesterday, which was needed, and still slept super hard last night. All right, let's get moving. The first one we're going to do are squats, basic squats. Sorry, I'm probably going to sneeze a couple times. The proper way to do a squat is you want to sit back. Your knees have to stay behind your toes. That's only going to happen when you stick your butt back. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of those. You go at your pace. Feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. You sit back. Push up through your heels. Squeeze your glutes at the top. I'm not using any weights. I am taking my time. I'm going at a really comfortable pace. But again, you want to keep checking and making sure, 15 more, that your knees are behind your toes. Very important. And you gotta breathe. Sometimes you're gonna be tempted to hold your breath. Don't do it. 10 more. Come on, we got this. Take breaks when you need to. If you can only do as many as you've done to right now and you need to stop, you go ahead and do that, but you don't quit. There's a difference between knowing your limit and quitting on yourself because you're like, I can't do this, I'm too weak, this stinks, I don't even know why I bother, blah, blah, blah. So there's a difference. Learn to know the difference. 5 more. So if you're only going down to here, that's cool. Again, you showed up. 2 more. And 1 more. Awesome. Okay, the next one we're going to do are side lunges. So again, abs tight, shoulders back. You're going to step out to one side. Same rules apply. Your knee is behind your toe. It's only going to happen if your butt is sticking back. So we're going to do 10 to one side, 10 to the other. So step back, and then we'll stay on one side. When you stay on one side, it's a lot easier to keep your balance, especially if you're new to working out. Sometimes the alternating sides with this can kind of throw you off. You can use weights if you're feeling good. Do not feel the need to do exactly what I'm doing. Pick up a 10 or 15 pound weight. Other side. Dave and I are definitely a little worn out. You know, when you have 5 kids and you're managing them and setting up for his mom's birthday party and staying up late and visiting with family and friends, it's a lot. So
it is.
It is. Plus, his son had the flu twice in, what was it, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So, and that sort of, Dave was definitely fighting something. But, you know, you got to keep going. It's Christmas, right? Everybody's got stuff to do. And, okay. The next one we're going to get down on our mats. Here's one. Here's another. And I really love this one. You're gonna lay on your side, stack your knees, keep your abs tight. Your hand is in front to brace you, and you're gonna squeeze open and squeeze closed. So we're gonna do 15 on each side. I always have a popping sound on this side. It doesn't hurt, it's happened my whole life. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's nothing serious. 7 more. Squeeze, and we're going at a nice, even, controlled pace. Nothing sloppy. I don't want you rotating your body out. You can put a weight on the outside of your leg if you want to increase the challenge. 2 more. Okay, before we turn over, I want you to straighten your leg, squeeze up and lower 15 times. Slow and controlled. Again, we're not flinging our leg up at all. 10 more. These should be burning for sure, because if you're just going like this, you're not going to feel it as much. You're not targeting those muscles as much, and you open yourself up for injury. So I am all about the slow and controlled. 5 more. Take those breaks when you need to, because these burn. So that's how you can tell when you're a little under the weather. Normally, I would do these things and the burn is intense, but I would also be using weights and pushing myself harder. But when you're not feeling as well, you definitely don't feel as strong. The burn can be more intense even when you're not using any weights. Really squeeze to get that knee up as high as you can. So, I've gotten a few messages from you guys like, oh, I feel like I'm getting off track during the holidays. You guys don't worry about it. The fact of the matter is everybody gets a little bit in that holiday mode. You've probably been able to take a couple days off work. And it's just natural that your body's like, oh, I just want to slow it down a little bit. So don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, straighten your leg now. Tomorrow is a new day, a new year, a new chance to just commit yourself to finally just stop fighting it. Stop fighting that, I don't feel like working out. I spent some time with my mom over the holidays, and it's really shocking to see what a life of very little movement has done. Obviously movement, she was a go-getter, had a successful career and was a great mom and, involved in tons of stuff, but she never exercised. And she's paying the price for it now, that's for sure. So once you hit your 40s, you have to just resign yourself to the fact that you need to exercise and take care of yourself, but it's going to benefit you in so many ways. Don't look at it as a burden. 2 more. My life is so much richer in so many ways because I work out. Someone is saying hello.
Probably your mom saying.
Yeah, exactly. Stop talking about me. Oh, hi, Michelle. My friend Michelle said, I love that you're doing it together.
I don't.
Baby, that's not very nice.
It hurts.
It does not hurt.
Yeah, it hurts.
It burns. There's a difference. That's what I tell everybody. Hurt is not the same as burn. If something hurts you, don't do it. Go see your doctor. If something burns, that's why we're here.
I like it the rest of the day, Michelle. I don't like it sometimes right now.
All right, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to do a rear lunge. You're going to step back. Now, when you step back, this is your position. You can go a little bit lower, certainly if you have that fitness level. If you only go to here, I don't care. You might want to hold on to something. So we're going to step back 15 times she left. He's funny, isn't he? Okay. Do you have enough room, baby? Okay. So you're going to step back and come up. You can also step back and lift your knee. You might want to hold on to something. Again, if your core strength is not where you want it to be, even if you keep those muscles tight, you might find yourself wobbling. So just hold on to something lightly. No big deal. So you step back, drive up through that heel. 5 more. We got this.
That painting really doesn't.
It does look like New York.
It's New York.
It's not New York. They said it's someone was talking about the different buildings, but I could have sworn. Okay, other leg. Now you might find you have better balance on one side than you do on the other. Drive up. Are you cramping?
Yeah.
So if you get a cramp in the middle of doing something, just stop, stretch it out. It might keep happening or it might go away. But 4 more. Remember, you've got to keep those core muscles tight. Awesome. Have some water. So happy. I never regret embarking on a workout, ever, ever. Even when I feel kind of crappy like I do right now. Okay, next one. You're gonna get on our knees, and this is your position, and you're gonna drive up, come back to starting where your knees are right next to each other, and drive up again. You are driving up with your heel. Get it up as high as you can. Super important because you really want to get that squeeze in your glute. But again, you have to keep your abs tight, okay? So we're going to do 15 on each leg, and then we're going to do something else. So drive up as high as you can. Come back to start. Drive up. Remember, you're leading with your heel. Keep those abs tight. You can put a weight in the grip of your knee if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge. So the other day, I don't know if any of you saw, but Dave and I started working out. None of the kids wanted to partake until we started doing it. And then one by one, they came in. So they were on the video all doing the workout, which was super cute. And then his 7-year-old dropped one of the dumbbells on his toe, his bare foot. Was it on your toe or the top of your foot?
It's on my toe. And, yeah.
And he was in agony. His son felt so bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is our life. Like, it's insanity. There's sometimes it's so loud. Okay, go to the other leg. That we are like, oh my gosh, it's so loud. And we just, you have to kind of embrace it. Just like I tell you to embrace the burn, we kind of just embrace the craziness. Because the kids are not, it's not like they're fighting. Oh, could you imagine if it was noisy because they were fighting?
Oh, yeah.
They love each other, which is great. But oh my gosh, the sheer volume sometimes. So when we do workouts and the kids are up, so I always tell you, this is real life. You're never going to have the perfect scenario to work out. So you have to just make it work. And sometimes that means making it work in the midst of total insanity. 4 more. Okay, sit back for a second, shift to one side, stretch out that glute. Shift to the other side, stretch out that glute. We're not done yet. I'm just giving you a little break. Myself a little break. Okay, next one we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze up and out to the side. So I call this the fire hydrant. I'm sure you can guess why. 15 to each side. Squeeze up and out, keep your abs tight. And I want slow and controlled. So you really have to squeeze because I want it up as high as you can get it. Five more. Maybe I was trying to do the tree pose the other day with all the kids. Okay, other side. When they were all like hanging on to us, we're trying to do the tree pose, and they're all hanging on to us, so of course we can't keep our balance. Although it's pretty encouraging. They're young and spry, and they can't do the tree pose either. The tree pose is great. It's a great way to just challenge yourself. If you don't know what it is, I can show you at the end, but you basically put one foot on the inside of the other leg, and you get your balance, and then you close your eyes, and you try to fight using those core muscles to keep your balance. 4 more, baby.
That's 15 already.
That was?
I'll do more. But I'm pretty sure we did 15.
Sit back. And it's great because you really do have to center yourself. You really do have to engage those core muscles in a crazy way to keep your balance. Okay. So we're going to do a modified speed skater. So normally we would jump from one leg to the next. We're not doing that because this is a gentle version, so we're going to step. So when you step, again, your knee is behind your toe, and just stay low, squeeze everything. Okay, so we're going to do 16. So step to one side, and you're going to touch, put your other leg back behind and across, and touch down with this to balance yourself. Make sure that knee stays behind that toe. Step over and then cross behind. You know what the speed skaters look like when you see them on the ice. 6 more. And 1. Oh my goodness. How you doing? Have a little water. Okay, so next one we're going to do our sprinter. So I want you to go back and get into a sprinting position and then slowly come up. We're going to be moving slow-mo, so we're going to do 8 on each side. So step back. Again, your knee is behind your toe. Drive up through that heel. So you're getting down low. Okay, you see how my back leg is getting down low. So you're in that runner's position. Keep it slow. 3 more on this side, and then we'll switch. The slow movements really challenge those core muscles as well as your legs. Four more. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to get wide.
Oh, did we already switch legs?
Yep.
Just done on this side.
Wide squat, toes pointing out, abs tight, shoulders back. I want you to get as low as you can. You go as low as you can. If this is your low, that's great. So you go as low as you can, drive up through your heels, squeeze your glutes. We're doing 10, then we're going to stretch out, and we're done. Again, did not feel well, do not feel well. Feel so much better right now. 5 more. Two and 1. Okay.
Hi.
Pull your knee into your chest so you can really feel that stretch in your glutes. Now I want you to do some leg sweeps. Open up those hips. Do not skip your warm up. Do not skip your cool down. It's bad, bad, bad. Straighten your legs. Hinge over. Touch the floor. Reach over to one side, grab, keep your legs straight. Other side. Lunge to one side. You can put your hand on the floor or just keep your hands on your knees, whichever. Oh, roll up slowly, head last. And we're done. That's it. I will be working out tomorrow. I always work out on January 1st. So it's not going to be early. What do you think? What time do you have to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. So my guess is it won't be before 10:30, but I will update later and let you know. Someone's saying hi. Oh, Marianne, bye. I'm glad you liked the workout. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, baby, that was good.
Okay.